This is video number 2 of Janak Diaries, and it's on vegetarianism.
Basically, I've decided to have another video made of me because people aren't understanding my point. And I think another way of getting it across is to talk about vegetarianism. I think that's a word. Basically, right, say people that live in a field, right, in the middle of nowhere.
So the
right,
Africans from video 1.
Say the Africans from video 1,
Yeah.
right, they haven't got any animals, right, all they can eat, right, listen, no, all they can eat is vegetables, potatoes, carrots, stuff, right? Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Just fucking vegetables all day.
Yeah, listen, all they can eat is vegetables,
Right.
right? They don't know what meat is. They don't know what animals is, right?
They don't know what animals are!
No,
joking!
They don't know what
They've
animals
never
are.
seen an animal. Okay.
No, because they haven't got any around them, right? Let's say. So basically, all they're eating every day is they're picking their potatoes out of the ground, the carrots, their peas, if they... I don't know how peas grow. But, mate, they're vegetables. They're eating that every day. And they're happy. They're eating. They're alive. Do you know what I mean? They're joyful, so they're happy and content with it, right? Whereas us, since McDonald's came along, and KFC, don't get me wrong, I love it. But since it's been there, we've tried it and we like it, so we're eating that. If we never had meat, we'd be just as happy eating vegetables, right? No, but hear me out. Right?
When is...
They don't know what meat is, right? So they don't know what they're missing out on. That's what you're not understanding, right? We know we're missing out on meat because we know what meat is and we've tried it. If you look at vegetarians who haven't eaten meat in their whole life, they're not tempted to eat meat because they don't know what it's like. But as soon as we've had a taster of meat, meat is just a symbol for anything. It could be a symbol for TVs, you know, right?
Meat could be a symbol for TVs.
It could, right? Say we didn't have
You
a
heard
TV.
it here first.
Say I never had a TV in my life,
Right.
right? And you'd had a TV all your life, and I was living in the plot of land in Africa where we didn't have anything but mud huts, right? And you came up to me and said, "Look, don't you just love watching TV?" I'd be like, "No, what? I'm not missing out on anything. I don't know what it's like." But if you lost your TV today, like that big thing over there, right? If you lost that today, tomorrow you'll be like, "Oh, WTF? What is going on? OMG?" Do you know what I mean? I haven't got my TV. I'm missing out because we've been tempted by these things. We want more. It's a case of being greedy. We want more and more and more. We're not satisfied with what we got. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to go out, go shopping, I'd buy a new top or some new shoes. People in Africa, at least they have shoes, they're happy with it. It's true though, they're happy with what they got because they haven't been tempted by all these things. And referring to video 1, if I remember rightly, I said, I don't think I said this, but they say that we need to help places like Africa and all these third world countries. What if it's us that needs to help, not them? Right? If you think about it, I think, in a way, we're screwing ourselves over. And 50, 100 years down the line, our country will be so fucked up because of money, because we've got so much of it, it'll be so fucked up, we'll be in a state. And Africa and places like all these poor countries, they'll be happy because they'll still be living what they got and they'll be happy with it. Because there's no greed over there.
Even though a child dies every 4 seconds in Africa.
Yeah, oh, okay, yes, but in a way, we're dying inside.
Right.
No, in a sense that we're becoming so greedy, it's screwing our lives up, right? You look at people that are bin men, per se, right? And they think, you look at bin men, you think to them, oh, do you know what, they must be so fucked off. Like, look at them, they're working for pennies. Do you know what I mean? All they can afford is
Bin men get paid quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, but not compared to some other people. And you look at them and you're like, oh, right, they can afford to eat, maybe go on a holiday once every couple of years, right?
Once every couple of years.
If that bin man, right, went to Africa, he'd be a king, right?
No, he really wouldn't.
He would be a king. Mate, they've got mud huts. They don't know what money is, right? Trust me, he'd go there and he'd be living it up. All I'm saying is, why do we need all these things? Do you know what I mean? Why do you need all these mirrors and pictures? Do you ever use them? No, it's a case. It goes back to video 1 where I said it's a case of wanting and needing. You don't need them. You want them, and we're in this country. We're so well off that we're getting that mixed up. The case between wanting something and needing something, and I think that's where we're being screwed over. We don't need to go out tonight and get lashed as we will and have a good night. We want to. Over there, they do what they need to, and they're happy with it. I hope you're getting more of my drift here. There'll be another video coming on later on where I'll go more into depth about trying to teach you the ways of life.
I thought this video was on vegetarianism, by the way.
Yeah, but vegetarianism was like a symbol, right?
Right,
Like,
okay.
It was like a symbol, and
Yeah.
that expands. That the meaning of vegetarianism is more like other things. Like, do you need to eat meat? Answer this. Do you need to eat meat, Jordan?
No, I don't need
No,
to, but I like to.
No, exactly. You don't need to. If you had never had meat, you'd have no reason to eat it. You'd be fine with
So we
vegetables.
should just live on vegetables.
I'm not saying you should just live on vegetables. I think you need to distinguish that line between want and need. And once you distinguish and establish that line, you got life sussed.
Okay.
We don't need all this shit around us that we got. We
Right.
want it.
Okay, we're going to be finishing our second video on there. Like
Back
to
later.
hear all your comments. All right, thank you.